Hey guys, Ultimate here, and we are going to be installing an oil catch can on our vehicle. Okay, let's get started. So just to give you guys a quick overview of what a catch can does and why it's useful. Okay, all cars burn oil. Engine pistons have piston rings around them, and they have gaps in them. Over time, especially if you're not changing your oil and things like that, your cylinder walls will start to wear down, and you will actually consume oil. Assuming you're not leaking oil, you're going to consume it. Okay. Yeah, so engines consume oil after a while. I think the big thing why these engines consume oil is the catalytic converter flakes off, and during the exhaust stroke, some of those catalytic converter flakes get into the cylinder walls and eats them up. Either way, if you have direct injection, you have the fuel injector spraying directly into the cylinders. This is not for the G specifically, but a reason why you may want an oil catch can is that gasoline is a solvent and cleans the cylinder. I mean, cleans the intake valves. If you don't have that, as the car burns oil, it's down here. It's hard to see, but there's a PCV line. This here, PCV line that runs into your intake manifold that gets gunk all over it. You get gunk in your throttle body, and you'll get misfires. Your car will run rough and things like that. This car does have port injection, which is good, but this car still burns oil. But this will do is this will basically be a middleman from your PCV to here. It's going to collect the oil mist, and there's baffles and filters in here that will send out on top of here back into the intake manifold, only allowing clean air to come through while holding your waste oil, or your crankcase fumes, or your crankcase oil mist. And you have a drain plug down here. Once this gets full, I recommend changing this every oil change. Drop this out and drain this out. Oil catch cans do not stop your car from burning oil. They only capture the oil that your car burns, and it allows clean air to go through. If you've ever seen my valve cover video, you've seen how nasty the oil galley in this intake manifold looks like. So we're gonna need this. If you don't have this, even if it's not a G, you want to have this, because this will long term keep your keep your engine running healthy for as long as possible. Okay, all right, let's go inside and let's start setting this thing up. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna need to do here is get these out. Okay, and it looks like we're gonna need to get a washer like this here on the back side, and then here on the front side like this, and it's going to slide through like that, and we're going to start spinning this in like so, just like that. I'm not going to completely snug it down yet, because I want to see how I want to get my fitment before I get this on. And then I think we have to get the mounting bracket on this as well. And you have these 3 screws here. If I can get it in. Alright, now just got to start them by hand and screw these down here and here and here. Okay, and then same scenario as last time. Get yourself a washer through here, insert it like this, another washer through here, and it's going to go on like that. Like I said, the only reason why I'm not going to snug these down just yet is that I need to figure out like where I want the hoses to go, and then once I line the hoses up, I can snug these down. Okay, and we have our silicone hoses. I got to figure out which goes where. I'm assuming the way this looks, it probably goes like this, and then this probably goes like that. All right, and I'm just gonna slide this on there like that all the way on. Get this clamp here. And hold on. And this is what it's going to look like fully assembled. And let's get it out here on the vehicle. So the pros to this is that obviously it keeps your engine clean for the most part and protects it. The only drawback is that you have to drain it, and there's a drain here, and I recommend draining these at least every oil change. Unless your car burns a ton of oil or you go really long oil changes, every oil change you're gonna have to drain this canister. If you don't, this will start to overfill, and then the oil will start to get back into the motor, and we don't want that. And to begin, we're gonna pop these out like that. That's one. That's two. And now be removed. Now we have access to this, and this is where our catch cam is going to be mounted at. Let us remove this 10mm here, and you're going to get your 10mm right here. Crack it off just like that. And get it off of here, because just the way it's mounted, I don't think I'm gonna be able to reuse it. It's not a big deal. It's not getting in the way of anything. It's not gonna hurt anything. But let's see if I can use it in conjunction with the bracket. Let's see here. So if I do it like this, or oh, look at that, I could do it something like that actually. And to start, I'm gonna come right here, just tilt it up like this. I'm just gonna get it started for now, like that, and I'm gonna see if I can keep this. If not, I'll just have to take it off. It's not a big deal, and it looks like I may have to. Yeah, it's gonna have to come off or go on like that. Now that works. That'll work. Okay, good. Boom. And don't gotta kill it. Just make sure it's snug. Just like that. Alright. And now, before I snug these down completely, I just want to kind of line them up, and then I'll throw these on. This hose here is going to go, let me remove the O hose, obviously. Yours is going to look different. Mine's is aftermarket. My hose was all beat up and worn down, so I just went and got some universal piping. But now, and this is out. Okay, and we get our new thing here, and I can go up under this harness if I want to. It's probably the best way to go about it, and just stick it on there like that. Okay, now we have, this is our inlet. I got two options here. I kind of do it like this if I want, and go up under this harness again, and go down, and that looks pretty good. Looks pretty mint right there. Not bad. It shouldn't hurt anything, even though this will be hot. This is silicone, so I should be able to take it. Now let's get these on. All right, so now I'm just gonna get this here and just walk it over that hump like that. Good. And then now we're gonna come here, install this, and install it. Make sure it's all the way down, and that hose is installed also. Okay, good. Now that we have everything pre-fit, now I'll snug these down. These are H8s. Hold the canister. like that, and do the same here. Just kind of holding it in place. Good. And in here, like that. Perfect. And now she is all set, and she looks really good, you guys. I think if you have the rev up motor, yours will look a little bit different. I think you just have to, like, the coolant line goes across here. I think you have to remove those brackets and relocate this a little bit, and you'll be able to get this on. But yeah, that looks pretty mint. So we're in here, we're secured, going around underneath, and we're into the PCV. And for the out, which goes back into the intake manifold, this is where our vacuum is going to come from. It goes around here, underneath of the harness as well. And then you'll feel that hump right there. Make sure you put it past the hump, or this could leak. And there's also a little hump on the PCV valve. Make sure you're at the bottom of that. And we're good to go here. So, and now we can install our rest of our air intake. I did want to mention, I think this bottom for the drain plug is an H6. Just make sure you check that, make sure it's not loose. Sometimes when it comes shipped in, it might not be tightened down. It is tight, I checked it. Sorry, I had to blow my nose there. Nose was running like crazy. But yeah, I like the way this is designed. I like where it's located. It's not hard to remove, doesn't interfere with anything. Looks clean, looks really stock if you're not really paying attention. And boom, and it doesn't contact anything. So let's get this back in here. And next time I change my oil, I'll probably make it short just to see how much oil this stuff gets. And this here, plug in. Nice. Now we'll start it and just check for any leaks. And now let's start her up. And she's running good. We'll just check for leaks and see what we got. And she's running good. Just checking for any vacuum leaks. Don't feel anything here. So, looks like we're doing good. Alright, you guys. We're all good here. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Out.